Xena, I finally did it! It's been well over a year, but I think it's time we take this fight to Goji Guy. Are you ready? We're finally gonna bring our hybrid to fight Vex. I really should never have given you that iPad. Come on, pack your stuff, we gotta go, it's a road trip time.
Are you a man? 'Cause I'm a bitch. I'm already rich, just looking for that. This party sucks, I'm about to ditch. Don't even try to give me shit. I've earned the right to be like this. Oh, you say you love me? That's funny. Well, so do I. Joyride, joyride. I'm just looking for a good time tonight. Run my engine till you make it burn. Keep it kinky, but I converse. Beep, beep, bitch, I'm outside. Getting loser for the joyride. Making every motherfucker turn. Go from nothing, no, it didn't hurt.
Alright, wait here in the truck. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get him to open the gates. What do you mean there's no longer accepting entries? What? No! No, I can't just turn around! What am I supposed to do with 60 tons of shark? Ugh. Well, I suppose we could start our own hybrid war tournament. I guess, yeah, no one's really done an aquatic one yet. Especially if this one hasn't petered out. Yeah, we'll bring a contest maybe to take down the mosasaur from Jurassic World. Yeah, that could be a fresh idea that... God damn fucker! Every decent idea for a hybrid war has either been done or overdone. I want to have more fun with the design process, but it feels like the trend's been beaten like a dead horse. Short-tailed shrew, Komodo dragon, vampire bat, Virginia possum, they're all the same. It's such a drag to find something new to do.
Cause I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch. Cause I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch. Getting loser for the joyride.
Hello, viewers! Welcome to the Hybrid Drag Race. You've seen the Great Hybrid War. You've seen the Great Hybrid Tournament. You may even have seen the Skybrid Wars. But it's time to break the mold, to shake off the restraints of this meta, to have a hybrid design contest not centered around combat. Welcome to the Hybrid Drag Race. For those unaware, there was this event about a year ago called the Great Hybrid War, hosted by Goji Center, where people made Jurassic World-style hybrids to fight their Indominus Rex 2.0. It was certainly popular, though not the most explained or well thought out. Now, for the straights among my audience...
You have made history being our first straight contestant. Now, are you afraid that when you leave here, you won't be straight? No.
A drag race in this context is when drag queens or kings create an outfit and often an accompanying character to perform as, often song, dance, or some other kind of artistic talent. These outfits and characters are over the top, campy, fabulous, full of sass and pomp, and most importantly, excel at
presentation!
In this contest, you'll be tasked with the same, only instead of clothes and makeup, your tools are your genetics labs. Same basis as Goji Center's Hybrid War last year, yada yada. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to create a Jurassic World-style hybrid like the Indominus Rex, only instead of it being a killing machine, for this contest, your hybrid has to slay.
Oh my god, they said so many things. Like,
you're perfect,
some
you're
of them-
beautiful, you look like Linda Evangelista, you're a model.
It's about style. It's about grace. It's about being a queen and showing off your
Presentation!
So go for flashy. No camouflage or armor here. You want bright colors, gaudy appendages, things that scream wow and look at me. Now, I know many of you are probably unfamiliar with the concept of Drag Race and how they work. Fret not. There is a more mainstream, masculine equivalent you can use as an idea for the goal. Some of you may not be ready to hear this, but the equivalent to Drag Race is... Yes, professional wrestling. The intros, the showboating, the smack talk. This is literally what Drag Race is. If that's the model you need to use it well. You'll choose a base genome for your creature, the animal that defines most of its anatomy, then add additional animals to better highlight its...
Presentation!
Your hybrid will be tasked with strutting its stuff down our catwalk and being judged on several different categories. First, genome contributors. Like always, we want to see a set of critters that will mesh well with each other, without the risk of contradictory traits. This is called congruency, and despite how much they say it, Goji Center still hasn't learned the meaning of the word. What? It's a drag race. You expect there to not be smack talk? For example, if you were to make a hybrid with a mosasaur as the base, and you want to add armor, using an animal with a similar body plan would be better than one vastly different. A crocodile is better in this case than a Dunkleosteus, but a squamate would be best, as mosasaurs are a lizard. Next will be creativity. How unique is your hybrid? What sets it apart visually? How does it differ from the competition? Forget any metas from previous hybrid contests. Those traits won't help you here. This is especially important given our next category, special talent. Like any contest, your hybrid will need to put on a show. The choice of the talent is entirely yours. Singing, dancing, lip sync, building, acrobatics, anything is on the table minus combat. It has to be something your hybrid can do in front of an audience. But your talents can't come out of thin air. They have to stem from the behaviors and anatomies of the animals contributing to its genome. But any skill is welcome, so long as you give us a...
Presentation!
Our final category is the most complex and difficult to describe, but it comes down to your hybrid's ability to serve cunt.
Mother has arrived!
I guess I'll be gay now.
Slay the boots down house, mama, work. Charlie XCX, snatch my wig.
Now, with any hybrid contest, there's going to be rules. Let's break it down quickly. No fictional genetic contributors. You can use the DNA of any extant or extinct animal of Earth's history, but they have to be of a named genus. Fragmentary remains are fine, but try to avoid them if possible. Aquatic, airborne, and terrestrial builds are all allowed. Our catwalk can flood to form a tank, or act as a wind tunnel, so all's fair in love and drag. You can even make your hybrid at a minuscule size, thanks to our Jumbotron. But do keep in mind, you still have to be putting on a show and dazzling the audience. Your hybrid must have at least 2 genetic contributors and no more than 20. Remember, too many conflicting instincts or body plans in one organism will bring down your score. But if all the contributors, or at least the majority, are very close relatives, a large number isn't inherently a bad thing. Your hybrid will be performing solo. No matter how social or how much of a pack hunter, this is a one-creature show. Now, you, the designer, can work in a team to make the hybrid, but keep in mind, only one account will be able to win the final prize. Your submission must consist of a drawing of your hybrid, or any medium, and a written list of its genetic contributors. Detail how each organism contributes and how they make up the entire being. You will also have to write your hybrid's talent portion. What is their...
Presentation!
And how does it go? New art has to be made for this contest, either by yourself or through commissions or requests. You cannot bring up already existing art unless it's your own, and submit it. I didn't specify this last time, and that's my bad. You can't find someone else's art that was made of paleo art or Jurassic World fan art and try to write a description based around it. No, this has to be something you've come up with fresh. You can use a hybrid of yours you've created for another contest in the past, but since 99% of hybrid contests are revolving around combat, I wouldn't recommend this for this one. No generative AI. Any submissions found using it will be disqualified and barred from all future contests. And finally, be respectful and kind to other contestants. I know drama is part of the behind the scenes of any good drag show, but there's no need to pull hair.
You, and you. I'm worried about Heidi. What is that about? What is all of this about? Y'all need to leave it alone. Leave her alone.
And lastly, this contest is also going to serve as a fundraiser. While YouTube's policies don't allow me to advertise a charity on site, since I don't have 10k subscribers, you'll find a link in the description. Our fundraiser today will be Planned Parenthood. In 2022, the US Supreme Court overturned the Roe v. Wade case, eliminating abortion access on a constitutional level. This means that roughly half the population no longer have the right to their own body. This is a massive humanitarian crisis, and we are still living in the ramifications of this. It is now down to a state-by-state level whether or not people with a uterus have a right to not be pregnant. 19 states have banned abortion entirely, while 22 have upheld some state-level protections, and the remaining fall in between. Planned Parenthood provides easily accessible and affordable contraceptives for people in need, but that's barely the tip of the iceberg of the resources they offer. Cancer screenings, STI and STD testing and healthcare, vaccinations, pre- and postnatal care, sex education, and gender-affirming care are just some of the things these facilities provide to the general public. Due to the current bigoted administration looking to get total control over our bodies, it's more important than ever to support organizations like this. Our goal for this fundraiser is going to be $500, which I think we can easily achieve. If every subscriber of mine donates 50 cents, we'll meet it. If everyone donates $1, we'll double it. So please, if you're financially stable, consider donating. Any amount helps. Now, I'm not just going to leave you all hanging to dry without giving you an example of how this goes. So Xena and I have worked hard in the lab to create a hybrid which will serve as an example. Don't worry, you're not competing against them. That'd be unfair and biased. But William here is going to be your template to have an idea of how this might go. Like any hybrid, we need to start with our base genome, the animal that serves to make up the majority of its build. I choose Parasaurolophus walkeri, a very famous hadrosaur. While it's the size of an Indian elephant, big enough to be impressive, that's not why I chose it. This animal is known primarily from its phallic head crest, the back-turning arrangement acting like a resonating chamber. It's one of very few dinosaurs we know how they sounded. Now that's
Presentation!
So we got a big body and some pipes, but we need to spruce it up a bit more, which is why we're adding feathers. So many feathers. Primarily from the male Ragiana bird of paradise. He slays so much cunt he almost has vagina in the name! From this bird we're taking the head, body, tail, and wire feathers, enough to adorn our hadrosaur in a thick coat of brilliant orange and yellow plumage. We're also going to be adding the bird of paradise's lecking behavior. Lecking refers to clearing a space of debris and foliage in order to perform some kind of display, almost always for the females. Birds of paradise are famous for their elaborate displays, which is why we're not done with this group. Next on the list is the Western Parodia. Made famous from various documentaries, these guys are experts in
My PhD is in dance!
And along with lecking behavior, we want this little guy's dance skills in our hybrid. Check out their moves. Besides that, we'll also be taking some of those facial feathers, especially the wire feathers. The more accessories the better. We need eyeliner so sharp it could cut the hull of an Imperial-class battleship, leaving hundreds to die at sea. Too strong? The next animal in our genome is the satin bowerbird. These birds are famous for their specialized stick structures called bowers. Not only are they experts in weaving and forming these tiny buildings, but their habit of collecting objects of their favorite color, blue, no matter what their shape of origin, is well known. Their interior decorative skills have them collect flowers, berries, insects, and more often nowadays, human-made glass and plastic to adorn their nests in. Our William will need these instincts to enhance his stage presence, bringing even more attention to his song and dance skills. Next animal is a much more famous one, the Australian superb lyrebird. While some of its elongated tail feathers are going to be added to our hybrid's coat, that's only the tip of the iceberg. What we really want is their syrinx, or voice box in birds. Lyrebirds are famous for their ability to perfectly mimic any sound they've ever heard, and incorporate them into new songs. Most of the time, this is just the sounds of nearby wildlife, but in areas with heavier human activity, they've been documented incorporating things like construction, cars, ringtones, and even voices into their songs. Say it with me, folks!
Presentation!
How many times am I going to make that joke today? This ability will let William perform any shindig he's heard before, but lyrebird songs are quite chaotic and messy to our ears.
And that's a car alarm.
Which is why the next bird comes in. The palm cockatoo is a large, goth girl bird from the South Pacific. Like most parrots, they're highly intelligent, and we're adding that brain blast into William's repertoire. But more importantly, this is one of the only animals on the planet besides humans known for being able to detect and create musical rhythm. They drum on trees and rocks, using sticks or seed pods they modify for specific sounds and keeping that beat and rhythm throughout their performance. Two more contributors to cover, and the next is the only mammal we'll add to this dino DNA. The binturong, also known as the bearcat, is a viverrid mammal from Southeast Asia. Now normally I frown on mixing synapsid and archosauromorph DNA, but in this case it is simple and functional. All we want from the bearcat are its scent glands. The main component of these glands, 2-acetyl-1-pyroline, is an aroma compound that most viewers will recognize as buttered popcorn. That's right. Our singing, dancing dinosaur smells like a movie theater. If you're sitting in the front row, you'll feel like it's 1993 and you're going to see Jurassic Park for the first time.
I'm just a plain old heteronormative girl.
Finally, the last addition of this genome is an oddball. Again, normally, adding an invertebrate to a vertebrate is a big no-no in this kind of contest. But there's actually a precedent for this, one in the real world itself. Meet Aquaria victoria, the crystal jellyfish. These fellows are famous for their bioluminescent proteins, which have been transgenetically implanted into various freshwater fish. While their original purpose was for medical research, they used the bioluminescence to trace when compounds in their blood and muscles moved, they become quite popular aquarium pet, commonly known as glowfish. Since these transgenic animals are fairly healthy, just exhibiting a glow under blacklights, it strikes me as a simple step to apply this to a larger vertebrate. William will now have small lines of this protein in the muscles on his head and under his wings, to add a neon glow. So, without further ado, folks and blokes, may I present the bard himself, William.
It's the thrill of one more kill, the
Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions about this contest, please leave them in the comments below. Feel free to also ask me questions if I make any community posts. I will do my best to answer everyone's questions and make sure this is as well described as possible. The due date will be August 31st, which should give you all about 2 months to make your creatures. There will be 3 ways you can submit your hybrids. You can do so by making your own YouTube video. Just make sure to tag me in it and maybe send it to me as well. I don't know if I trust YouTube's notification system. You can submit it on the thread on my Discord. That way I will be sure to see it and get notifications about it. And finally, you can also submit through a Google Sheets form in the description below. I should have that prepared and up and going at the same time as this video. And so, that leaves all but one thing for you to do.
I may not know how to lip sync, but I do know how to trot.